All right, here we go. Do. Make sure Mike's facing the right way because my voice will sound very quiet if I don't. All right. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. How's everybody doing this fine first day of 2024 here? Yes, 2023 is history. We are now completing, well, close to completing the first day of 2024. Hard to believe it's already that point, right? Seems like just yesterday we were still talking about 2023. Ironic how that works, right? But yes, guys, welcome to the first Monday Musings of 2024. To those of y'all new to the channel, as you file in here to this live stream as we do it live, or if you're watching a replay, either way, welcome aboard. My name's Austin, and this is Fantastic Freaks. And as I'm sure if some of you have been watching, well, those of you that have been watching the live streams as of late, will probably already know because, well, we've said it. Yes, today we are doing even more work on the plywood aquarium. Specifically, we are going to try to put these legs on the base because after finishing up the final few legs and correcting some previous mistakes of some other ones, marking everything wherever it needs to go on the base and such, gluing and screwing legs together for extra bracing, we are finally ready to go and put them on the base, which we'll get to here shortly. First and foremost, as always, though, got to see who we have here in the chat. I know I see already some great people here already. As you already know, it should still be pinned to the top of the comment section. Yes, I do have the GoFundMe for Saints Dust here still in my chat. To those of you that don't know, well, you can click the link there as well, and it'll give you the whole rundown. Long story short, his wife is, unfortunately, they received some very bad news. And, praying for miracles here. Miracles do happen, and we're all, fingers crossed, prayers to God, whatever you believe in. We're hoping that we get some good news and that things, start looking up. But in the meantime, the link down there below is just a little way to show support to Saints Dust, his wife and family there. Whatever you can give there. I know I've already made a donation there myself here as well. I believe they're a little over $2,000 on top of it. I believe their goal is they're trying to hit $12,000. So whether if it's $1, $10, $20, $5, whatever you can give, every little bit helps. Whatever you can give to those folks down there, they could really, really use it right now. But on top of that there, I see we also got Jeff Kane here in the chat. Welcome aboard, Jeff. Good to see you as always, man. We also got Rico Stan. Welcome aboard, Rico, my favorite Bear fan in the chat here. Hope the first day of the new year is treating you very well, man. What else we got here? We got the aquatic moose in here, or the aquatic moose, perhaps. That really doesn't look like antlers, does it? I don't know what that is, but hope you're doing well as well. Giving the wave and the hello there as well. Checking through the chat. Yes. We got one of the awesome moderators here. Liquid's the only fins. How's it going, Matt? Hope the 2024 is off to a great start for you as well, sir. Aquatic moose. I got a red tail puffer. Do you still have yours? What do you feed them? And have you had any issues with their teeth? Well, the good news with red puffers, or at least in my experiences, they are another freshwater puffer that their teeth grow very, very slow. So fortunately, at least with me, I have not had trouble with them. I had a few for a while, but then I decided I wanted to go forth and do other things. So I had 3 of them and decided to sell them off to a store there so that they could be rehomed and I could do some of the other projects that I want to do, including this. Because in the end, my basement, unfortunately, only has so much room. But then the funny thing was another friend who still had one red-eye puffer left out of a batch that he had for a while didn't want his anymore, and I ended up taking that red-eye puffer anyway. So yeah, I still have one individual red-eye puffer in a 10-gallon tank, and same thing. I feed that one bloodworms, jumbo bloodworms. I will still give them snails because they still do have teeth, even though they are slow growing. They'll still greatly appreciate those whenever you can give it to them. Some of them will even appreciate brine shrimp or mysis shrimp. I'll even give mine like frozen curler once in a while. I mean, I'll tear apart the pieces so they're not so big, and he'll like those as well. So, I mean, yeah, the more varied diet you can give, the better. That's my advice. Although I think that's really with any puppers, but I made a donation too. Shh. Don't tell my wife I used her PayPal again. Right. Welcome, Moose. Absolutely. Here to help. Try to give any information I can. Hopefully it goes well for you. Red-eye, red-tail puppers, they are cool little guys. Oh, let's see here. Yep, and somewhere Mrs. Freak I know is watching as well there. We also got the Fish Fam link here. Welcome. Saying hi there, Fish Fam. Hi to you. Fish Fam link. Appreciate all you do. Jeff, I feel like I could use a co-host during the construction streams. Possibly. I guess I've pondered the thought a little bit. I don't know, but maybe. Ooh, I see Rico down here now too, actually. Following up, Jeff there. You should bring Mrs. Freak in to read the chat. I mean, we've talked about maybe doing some streams together at some point. Not a lot. I will say now, my wife is not as trying to find a good way to put it. She's not as ambitious to be in front of a camera as I can be. I'll just say that. She is one that she doesn't mind her voice, but she herself sometimes gets a little nervous behind a camera and such. I don't want to say that she's a shy person because, well, she's not. But I would definitely also say never to that. You know, maybe someday, but might see what she thinks about it at some, here in the near future. But yeah, I know. Yeah, just long story short, my wife isn't as ambitious to be in front of a camera as me sometimes. Hence why we haven't done that yet. But again, never say never. But Mrs. Freak, speaking of which, yes, indeed we are actually, as Rico here also points out. Yes. Matt, thank you for putting that in there and reminding me. However, you can find my wife's TikToks that she sometimes posts here as well. She likes to occasionally come down here, take little clips and bits of my fish streaming here. Of course, we got numerous tanks down here, and the number is going to go up here throughout 2024. Not just with this, but a couple of 75s coming down here. Eventually, at some point in time, we'll get the 185 going as well here, of course. So, got some new tanks that'll be in the works here very soon. But yes, she also, also fish store visits as well. I know she took a video of while we were at a fish store as well. So, I mean, yeah, if that interests you and you want a little behind the scenes of kind of what we do when I'm not on camera or whatever, or just want extra fishy content from anybody, that's another way right there. Oop, for some reason, it came off of the screen there. So, yeah, with the link that Mr. Matt put down here. Thank you again for that, Matt. Yeah, you click that link there and you'll go straight to her TikTok. Make sure you give her a follow. I guess that's true. She doesn't have to be, but like I say, we might figure out something at some point. May not be a bad idea to, have the wife on at some point here if she's down for it. I'll totally leave that much up to her, though. Definitely don't want to force her into something that she's not comfortable with, though, either, you know. All right. Start placing our legs on our markings. And soon, guys, we will be ready to start gluing and screwing our legs on. Now, we're actually, speaking of glue, oh, it's right behind me. There we go. And I actually forgot to grab my other screws because we are not going to be using the 2.5-inch screws for this. I got screws that are actually a little longer. There they are. If the 2.5-inch screws, we're going to go a little bit longer and use this 1-pound box of number 8 3-inch screws. Just give us a little more, bite into the base and such, and help us get a little more grip, a little more sturdiness to these legs, ideally. All right, I see we got some other guys going in here. Storm Riders, welcome aboard, Melvin. Good to see you as always, man. What else we got in here? I saw some other folks coming in here. It seems the black is good. Well, it is a green, but yeah, this is so funny story. This jersey actually right here was my first ever Packers jersey. It was purchased back when I was in, I think this was purchased right before I went into 7th grade. So right before middle school, which high school, I graduated in 2012. So, when that would have been, I think 2005 or 2006 then is when I would have had this. So it's almost a 20-year-old jersey. Or at least I've almost had it for 20 years. But yeah, it's definitely faded. I do have an other Brett Favre jersey, but it's a lot nicer looking than this one. And since we're working with wood and glue and all that jazz, didn't want to mess up the good one. Or at least this one, not as preoccupied. But yes, this jersey is definitely it's a little worn out versus some of my other ones. There we go. We got Whip's World. What is going on, Whip? Welcome aboard. We also got Sketty Nona. Welcome aboard, Sarah. Fellow Iowan has joined the chat. Always good to see you. We also got Leo209. Welcome aboard, Leo. Another frequent visitor. Always great to see you as well, sir. Who else we got here? The chat's jumping again. The chat just chose to jump around. Jump around. Jump up, up, down, and around. Oh, there we go. That's not that much of a difference, Leo. I mean, 4 years? That's nothing. But I mean, yeah, 2012, it's hard to believe that, this coming May, it's already been a dozen years. It's just, and I know there's some other people here in the chat hearing me like, a dozen years. 12 whole years, Austin. Yeah. I get it. There's definitely some folks from all sorts of different time zones, some more recent, some later on or earlier on the road. Either way, though. All right. So I think for the legs, we're going to start over here. Obviously, with our level here, we're going to still make sure that everything is good. Obviously, our ends here are still a little off level. What I'm going to do to correct that later is, obviously, with it being New Year's Day, I haven't been able to get any shims or anything yet because some stores were open, some are not, and I really don't want to play musical hardware stores trying to get shims. So I'll probably go and get some shims tomorrow to try to level everything out that I need to. But in the meantime, even as such, none of them are like super, super unlevel and out of whack. But there are definitely some that, will need a little bit of work. Like, this side this side is not too bad. This side was a little bit, but even then, I mean, they're both only barely touching the bubble. Sandy, welcome aboard. Got another fellow woodsmith in the chat here. So if I ever make a mistake, I know Sandy will be like, hey, but I'm kidding. Of course, Sandy, I'm kidding. By all means, no, if I do make mistakes, by all means, or if you guys have ideas, feel free. No promises that I always do them, but all right. Open up this box of screws here. And we shall begin. I also need to get my wood glue there. Oh, right next to me. Very, very good. All right. Here we go. And if you catch me also looking over a bit, yes, I totally have football on as well. Michigan and Alabama, obviously the college football playoff on as well. So partially distracted, but not overly distracted. We also can't have the sound on because, well, we can't have any copyright issues, of course. Tape measures right there. Cool. All right. All right. We're going to prop up this laptop so that you guys can somewhat see what I'm doing. Uh-oh. Mic down. Mic down. We're going to scoot this bad boy up. We're going to use some of our Pond Armor boxes here as a shelf. There we go. All right, did that do well? Yeah, that looks good. All right. Whoops, I hit the light. Scoot it back just a wee bit more. I wish this little camcorder I had zoom on it. This would be a lot easier to frame then. All right. Oh, yes. Oh, don't worry, Sarah. My wife gives me plenty of reminders on that as well. Yes, I still owe her some plant shelves, most definitely. Craig's Catfish Cave. Welcome aboard, Craig. Good to see you here on this Monday Musing stream. Woo, Michigan just scored. Cool. I must admit, I am not a Crimson Tide fan, so out of the two, that game, definitely rooting for Michigan. But they botched the PAT, though. Oh, well. That's good. Make sure everything's lined up over here as it should be before we start. Hey, you stay still. All right, there we go. Measuring the legs, make sure we're where we need to be. There we go. We're going to start with our middle leg here. This two legs. Go. All right. Make sure everything's nice and flush there. Make sure we have no rocking on this, because if we do, then we need to stand a little bit. We have no rocking. We are good to go. We do have our palm sander and our belt sander here nearby, so if we need to, I can probably also get my orbital sander, which might also work well. But we have our sanders just in case if some of these are not sitting as flat. When I checked them earlier, though, they're all seemingly seems like they're all going to play pretty nice. So ideally, we should not have to sand any of these. But if we do, well, we do. All right, here we go. The first leg has been glued. That's right where we need it to be. Good. Cloth. A little excess wood glue there. I'd rather put a little too much wood glue that where it squirts out the bottom though, where we don't have hardly anything though. All right. I'll bring the camera over here because something else I want to point out. You also notice that, yeah, right here, we're putting the wood flush up against the inside. We got a little bit of a lip on the outside there, but that's really to no trouble. That's why also I made this base 67 inches long side to side here instead of just 66. Kind of make up for that, but nice and flush right up with our base here. And we'll give that a minute or two to let the glue bite onto the base, and we'll start screwing it in. In the meantime, I wish I had another container to put these screws in, so because I don't want to mix them in with our 2.5 inchers. You know what? I got an idea. Here we go. We got a couple of bucket lids. Just pour them on there. Oh yeah, that wood's got biting good. Here we go. That's the wrong drill. That's a hammer drill. That'll round out the screw something fierce. I don't even know why I had that down here. The other glue, oh wow. The other drill is literally right behind me and even in the camera frame. A little embarrassing. All right. Traditionally, I don't like putting screws in at an angle, but some other people have done this, reportedly don't have any issues. So here we go. On you. There we go. Now she bit. Right now, we're just worried about getting them in where they're holding. If the head is sticking out a little bit, at least from there, on the outside, I really don't mind as much. Here we go. Fishing outdoors. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. I don't think I said hi to you yet. But now making sure that I have. Checking through the chat. Checking through the chat, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't worry, Sarah. I know you're just teasing earlier. I knew you're just teasing. I want you to stay in there, that guy. Come on, just bite down a little more for me, please. There you go. Thank you. The only problem when you put some screws in at an angle, it's sometimes a little tricky to get them started. Once you get them started, though, it's not a problem. But woo, that one went in nicely, though, once we got her going. Oh, base, stay still. Dang screws. My bit might be going bad. It's not grabbing them as well. Oh, don't you crack the wood. Oh, yeah. There we go. Bite bag on it. My leg's kind of blocking the view there. My bad. Yes. Come on, sink. There we go. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that leg's going nowhere. That leg go nowhere. That. See if I can send that screw in just a little bit. Well, we did a little bit. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Glue our next leg here. Hope everybody had a fun New Year's Eve as well. Hope everyone, ain't feeling too sickly. Hopefully you didn't drink too much to celebrate, if you're into that, I guess. Rico Stan lurking in both streams here. Hey, absolutely. Well, I appreciate that, Rico, but that's all good. I understand some people not as into watching building streams. If it's not for people, it's not for people. I take no offense to it. But I do appreciate you for that, Rico. But nah, no worries, man. I wouldn't take any offense to it. There we go. Whew, that one bit quickly. Where's our tape measure? Before that glue dries, make absolutely sure we're right where we need to be. Okay. Yep, we're good there on that leg now too. Make sure it stays nice and flush. Yep. Coolio like a gangster's paradise. Sorry, I don't have a very high octave. There we go. 2 legs glued, 1 leg screwed. Soon we'll have 3 legs glued. There we go. Okay. That one's sitting good. Seems to be. Very good. Now then, let's get our next two legs here screwed in here. Now that this one had a moment to fit. Oh, don't you scoot back on me. Okay, actually, you didn't scoot back too much. That's fine. Actually, you know what? No, I don't like that. You're going to scoot forward a little more. All right, I'm going to put a screw to make sure you don't move. The screw here in on the side. Actually, this side would be easier. Come on. There we go. Thank you. That held her in place. That'll work. Thinking the screw. Come on. There's that. Good. Good. Oh yeah. I'll definitely be putting some more screws in these later on, but for right now, I'm just putting enough screws in it to also hold it together. So as the glue dries, the legs will solidify. All right, checking through the chat. Checking through the chat. Checking through the chat. Yes. Let's see here. Brian, welcome aboard Peplin Creek Aquatics. Another one of the 5 awesome moderators. Always good to see you. Hope you, Foxy, and the little one are all well. The little grandchild, I believe it is. All right. And of course, Stormy. Yep, Melvin in the chat there as well. I believe I said hi. There we go. All right. Need another start. This one's solid enough yet to. Oh, yeah, we're good to go. Let's go. Come on. There we go. Very good. Very, very good. Oh yeah, she's solid now. Excellent. I might need to get another box of number 3 3-inch screws though, or number 8 3-inch screws. Heck on it. There we go. Oh yeah, that leg's not moving. It will not move it. Move it. It will not move it. Move it. Right. 3 legs glued and screwed and looking nice. All right. Who else we got going on in here? Dang, we've been going for 38 minutes already. God bless. Blake the Quadex, welcome aboard, Blake. Oh, I had all sorts of different. Oh, Rico sent you here. Oh. Well, that makes 2 celebrities in the chat, right? I'll do excited. Yeah, great to see you here, Blake, as we continue our plywood tank build here. Oh, to come for the singing. Whew. Well, people are coming to my streams for that. They must have some very desperate or low standards. I am definitely not an Oscar Award winner, but alas. Hey, Blake, same to you. Hope 2024 is starting strong for you, man. Got plenty of big plans. I know, like myself, I know some other folks here have some big plans for 2024, myself included. Not just this plywood tank build, but a couple more 75s coming in down here. Our 185 bow front, hopefully. I'm hoping to get that going in the next couple or few months here as well as things come to fruition. A lot of good things here coming ahead, and who knows? Probably some new stuff come up here as well. Actually, 2 weeks from yesterday, my wife and I'll be going to the first convention of the year, of course, the Quad City Fish Swap. Very excited to head to that. All right. So, you know what? Actually, we're going to do this side now. We're going to do both our sides here first, and then we'll do the front and back. Give me that leg. It's got legs. Ouch. We know how to use them. Now I want some ZZ Top. Too bad that's copywritten. All right. There we go. Make sure everything there. Oh. This one filter hose, are you going to be an issue? I hope not. There we go. Well, there we go. We'll have our heater cord hold you back so that you do not misbehave. There we go. All right. Make sure we're all lined up over here as such. Oh, yeah. There we go. Middle leg is perfecto. Very good. Muy buen. Very good, very good. Let's glue this bad boy. And believe me, we are still going plenty heavy on the glue. The legs and all the bracing that'll be holding all the way to the stand. We'll be going pretty heavy glue and screw. We want this thing to be a tank of a tank. Let's see. As we approach a quarter till, I don't know. Are the metalheads planning to go live, or is someone planning to go live at 6 Central Time, I guess? Don't want to step on people's toes, but if not, we'll keep it rolling here. I'd rather just get the legs done here before we stop the stream. Oh, yeah. That leg's good. Be nice and level there. Yes, we are. Sawdust there. There we go. All right, we're good to glue this one as well. There we go. Another leg on the base. Another leg on the base. Drop the base. Ow. There we go. Yep, that leg's good right where it's at. We'll let it sit. Of course, remember the legs that down here. We got two 2x4s down here. Of course, one of the 2x4s is about technically about 3.5 inches. They say they're 2x4s, but it's more closer to 3.5. But got a little bit down here that's sawed off so that when we start putting the frame on it, it'll sit just like such. Give it a little extra bracing and such. And then we'll just screw it on from back here. It's going to be a little tight, obviously, with being wall to wall. But we will make it work. I have worked in tighter spaces. Tight spaces. All right, there's that. Point, point. There we go. Splendid. Let's go. Ooh, I put a little much wood glue on that. No such thing, but wants to swim around a little bit on our base. Come on, you stay put. There we go. Now she's starting to settle. Stay right there. Very good. Right where we want it. Cool. Get our screws back here. They expect singing, sir. I am not a very good singer, no, sir. La 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 la. Especially not opera. Good lord. We'll go from double digits of people watching to all the time to nothing. If I started singing opera, I wouldn't blame anybody. Unless it's Phantom of the Opera. That's the one exception for me. No. Oh, you son of a gun. Don't you dare. That is no bueno. Don't you dare scoot my leg over. All right, well, then I'm going to wait for you to settle down. We're going to go with our middle leg first. Honestly, I probably should have done first in the first place. Here we go. Taco time. Ooh, tacos sound good, Whip. Tacos sound great. Don't make me hungry. This leg just wants to keep shifting on me. Why? Quit moving on me, dang you. I'm just going to put you in that far for now. Since you don't want to move then. Now we're going to put one in the middle and hopefully that straightens you out. If not, well, then we'll just... You. No, she bet. Good. What? Oh, don't you twist. There we go. Say, oh, don't you twist. That's no bueno. Oh, that's like we're on one of our other base screws. All right. Oh, a little higher. Oops. Come on, stay still. There we go. All right, that's nice and soft. We'll put some more on that one as the glue dries. Oh, later on. All right. This was the second one, I believe. Ow. Pointy screws, they hurt. They hurt when you smack your hand on them. On the chat there. June, welcome aboard. Only Oscars in the house. Good to see you. Kevin Rosenberg, Brett Favre building an aquarium rack. Well, man dressed in a Brett Favre jersey building a plywood aquarium stand, actually, of all things. We are finally getting to the point of putting the legs on our stand here, which we have built big and bulky to hold about a 310-gallon plywood tank that will be on it in some point in the future. Oh, dang it. All right, there we go. Oh, did you twist on me? Oh, you better not have twisted. You better not have twisted. Fair enough. Okay, no. We're still good. I was looking a little off up there for some reason. I'll double check that later, but okay. Looks like it's still good. We'll double check it though later. Happy New Year to you as well, Kevin. And yeah, super excited for this. I need to scoot this back just a little bit more because I keep noticing my head keeps getting cut off. But yeah, super excited. I've been talking about wanting to try to build one here now for a little over a year. I think the first live stream where we started cleaning up the area to get started, December 27 or 8th, I believe, we did our first stream on this. There's been a couple of other streams as well. Obviously, I'll be doing a little later on. I'll be doing another video, kind of like a fish room update to close off the 2023 stuff, which obviously technically 2023 is done, but also a little bit to talk about some of our plans here for 2024. Got a couple of new fish down here that I have not shown off here yet on camera here yet in live stream or video, so we'll do that as well. All sorts of stuff coming up here in 2024. GNC Aquatics, welcome aboard. Saying what's going on, Fish Fam. What's going on with you, GNC? Hope 2024, the first day of it, is treating you well. Hey, absolutely. New Year's Day, got the day off, so what better way to spend some time than keep this project rolling along here, especially since, well, we all got to go back to work and make the money at some point, right? Just stay right there. Thank you. One leg is giving me becoming a bit of a chore. There we go. Marvelous. Oh, screw is starting to slide down on me a little bit. We don't want that. We don't want the screw to go in at an angle too low, otherwise it's not going to be holding a whole lot of the board, though, either. We certainly don't want that either. We definitely want it to be actually gripping and holding the 2x4 while still going into our base, but yo. This would be a lot easier if I had a pocket or a side pocket brace steel. I'm not sure what they are exactly called, but something that you drill a hole in, like at a diagonal space, to be able to make this a lot easier. But we're making it work. Good to hear it, GNC. Yeah, life's good here as well. Glad to hear the same with you. All right, let's see. So that's actually a little too high. Bring that down like maybe a half inch. One more in this leg. Oh yeah, that leg's going nowhere. All right, none of those three legs are gonna move. All right. Wow, we've almost done an hour already, huh? Only us for just waking up. Well, all good. Planning to do this here for a little bit here yet. I'm sure everyone feels, I mean, it's justified to feel a little tired on New Year's Day, right? Because, yeah, we all wanted to stay up till midnight, count down the new year, welcome in 2024 as it happened. So, of all the days, 2024 here, New Year's Day is probably the one where it's most justified. Probably be, a little tired. All right, here we go. So all our side legs are good. Nice and solid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, sir. We are good to go on those side. Like I say, we'll have to do some leveling out there as well. But like I say, once we start to build the frame for like the tabletop and such up here, we might add some shims and such here to kind of help level it out. And as we get the base in here, we'll just glue the shims to the base as well as the legs here to also fill in any space that might be there. All right. Still got a good chunk of screws here yet, but might still have to go get another box later. We'll see. Well, if that's the case, I can just glue and use some of the 2.5 inchers for now. That'll at least hold it somewhat in place. I really want to use the 3s though, because yeah, they'll definitely help hold these in place a lot more than the other one. Just goes into the wood a little bit more, gives it a little more solidity. All right, make sure we're all good down there. Nice and flush, nice and smooth. Same down here on the base. Should be golden. But before we start gluing or screwing anything, we're going to make sure all our markings one last time are where they need to be. And that our spacing is as it needs to be. Because once you've glued and screwed them on here, it is it's not impossible to move them, but it's definitely a lot more challenging. Down there. Go. Towel out of the way. And the final one for the back. Here we go. As you all saw a moment ago, yep, we got 3 legs on each end here. We will have 4 legs standing here in the back helping hold this up. We'll also have 4 sitting up here in the front. We'll put that all together. Woo! We'll about knock that over. Yes, we'll have a total of 14 legs holding this thing up. 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. It's basically like 6 plus 8. All right. Where's that tape measure? Right there. All right. 1 1/4. Move over just a hair. One and a quarter. Very good. Yep. Attention to detail. It is very important with these. Let's see. Whoa. Budge my leg just a little bit. Stay right there. There. Good. Set you two down for now, but preferably not on the towel. We'll do our two legs over by the corners first. Bingo. Woo! That glue is sliding it all over. Come on, baby. Stay still. Right there. Right there. Right where you're at now. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice and flush up against that. Now, check the chat here real quick. Yeah. All this for just one beta? Man, tell you what, that beta, that's one hell of a mud puddle, right? Putting them in a 300+ gallon aquarium for a little fish that grows about what? 3-4 inches, something like that. I guess it also depends on the species of beta you get. I think there are some that can get a little bigger than that. Some that grow a little smaller, of course, too. All right. Put that leg down. Boom, boom, boom. Before that glue gets too dry, let's make double, triple sure that's where we need it to be. Yep, right at 1.25 inches from the brace, or base rather. Get a little closer, get a better look there. Yep, both of those right where we need them to be. All right, we'll give that a minute or two to dry up. Looks like Michigan and Alabama are starting the second half there. Michigan up by 3. Good to see that. I am not a Bama fan at all myself. Anybody have any do anything big on New Year's Eve there? Any celebrations, parties that you went to? Maybe shot off some fireworks to welcome in the year right as the clock struck midnight, perhaps? Let's see, checking through the chat here, because I haven't been all too attentive to it here just yet. Excuse me. Sketty headed out not too long ago. Hope you have a good day there, Sarah. Thanks for checking in with us here today. we got here? Fishing outdoors with Lando, saying hi to people. Get to see. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of people chatting there as well. Very cool. Kyle, there we go. I relaxed with my tanks and family and bed by midnight. Yeah, once the clock struck midnight, I think me and my wife, we hit the hay not too long after an hour afterwards. We went to our favorite bar and grill that my wife also happens to work at, and we celebrated there until the clock struck 12. We also stayed there to watch the Minnesota Green Bay game. Got there a little early to catch the end of the first half and all the second half there. And yeah, we stuck around after that game ended up there too, and we watched the clock go all the way down till we were in 2024. Yeah, I think I remember that, Jeff. Yeah, that Garcia Aquatics did that as well there. Live rolled in Atkins Aquatics also across. Yep, I believe those two. I think I remember seeing those two stream as the new year rolled in. Hey, Kevin, right on. Go Pack Go. Big time Packer fan myself. Hence why the Favre jersey. Brett Favre is the main reason why I became a Packer fan. I know there's a little controversy surrounding that man now, but I will still always be thankful to Favre. He's the reason I became a Packer fan in the first place. Ooh, there we go. Where's my towel at? We got a little excess of glue. I'll wipe off here real quick. There we go. Oh yeah, that's already biting pretty good. Whew. I'm getting a little bit of a scratchy throat, guys. I will be right back. I am gonna get a quick drink here real quick. I'll be right back down here in like 20 seconds or something around that time frame. All right. Fantastic. Back again. Check it, direct it. Let's begin. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor is in. Dr. Pepper, hashtag not sponsored, but, wouldn't say no to it. Oh, yeah, that's better. Needed a little liquid. Yeah, Kyle, or not Kyle, sorry, Kevin, rather. Yeah, really liked Brett, too. I mean, the dude may have been a little turnover prone, specifically with interceptions at times, but, man, that guy could, not many quarterbacks now or back then could sling the ball like Brett Favre could. That dude, there's a reason he's a Hall of Famer. All right. This leg is pretty solid now, so let's start anchoring this one in with some screws. Go. might have to also scoot this a little bit over so I can actually get my drill back there. But like I said, I knew I was going to be doing some tight spaces here, but it is well worth having a little bit of strain to make the tank a little bit bigger so that Finley has more room to swim later. Come on, you. There we go. Whew. Tell you what, those 3 screws pretty much solidified it right away anyway. All right. Get this back just a little more. Well, I need to move my drill bits out of the way. Need to get some other crap out of the way too. There we go. That gives us a little more room. Gives us about 1.5 feet. There we go. Oh yeah. Put one more there on the side. Like I said, off camera, I'll probably put some on the back, but right now I just want to have enough screws, get all these in where it's sitting on glue and they get solidified. Oh yeah, it's going at nowhere. Nowhere. Now it's time to do this leg over here on the other side. Where'd my towel go? Got a little access glue over here as well. That will touch up here. Ooh, good deal on the back too. That side wasn't too bad. All right. Woo! Knocked over the drill, or almost did. So saying hi there as well. Cool. Yeah, you know, the more I'm thinking about this, guys, maybe y'all are right. Maybe in one of the upcoming streams here as I build this, maybe we need a co-host to keep y'all better entertained. Well, Michigan's offense has got a punt midway through the third. Kind of figured that'd be a lower scoring game. Both teams have a pretty solid defense. Yo. Sweet. Another leg in the base. Ooh, come on. Deep in the wood a little bit for me. Yeah, right there. There you go. Oh yeah, that one's pretty solid. We'll add the other screws to that one later. Because again, I'm noticing that my screw supply is starting. Well, you may not get the depth of it so well on camera, but I have definitely noticed that our screw supply is starting to get low. So it's like, okay, if we're gonna put the rest of these legs on, where we got 1, 2, 6 more to put on here. It's like, yeah, we might want to be a little more careful. We might just want to put enough to where they're solid and where they are going to be settled and screw and just settle in place. Make sure everything is good here. Jeff, Austin, have you watched Depths Unknown since he started using Speak? I cannot say that I have, Jeff. Is that like a show or is that another channel? Admittedly, no, I have not. But I mean, I'm always willing to try something. I'm willing to try some new things. All right. All right, there we go. Another leg glued. Woo! Put so much glue on it, it covered up my line. Oh no, don't do that. I'll put the leg on backwards. Whew, that would have been bad. That would not have been good. That'd have been no bueno. My problem is now I made a little bit of a mess. Go. Make sure that one's sitting right where it needs to be. Where's my other leg at? Right here. Yeah, you'll work. Come here. Before we get these two settled, make sure everything is sitting here as it should. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yes. Guys, our back row could not be sitting any more pretty. There you go. Look at that beautiful stuff. Yeah, back here, we could not be any more perfect. That's those 3 legs, scooting it over a little bit. And yeah, we could not be sitting any better. There's my screws drilled on this side. All right. Woo! Oh, that's right. I haven't glued this one yet. We're making absolutely sure that everything here is sitting as it needs to. This one needs to scoot actually a little bit more over. There we go. Now we're good right where we're at. Put it right where you got it now. Got it nice and good there. All right. Make sure we actually get the leg on right this time, which we do. All right, make sure we got that glued down where it needs to. Oh yeah. That is golden right where it is. We'll leave that alone. Let that glue take hold a bit. All right. Back to this one. Since we glued this one right here first, we'll screw him in first. First from the front. Me. Very good. Come on. There we go. Whoop. That one twisted just a little bit. You can't have that. We cannot have that. There we go. There. That'll work for now. That's biting enough. We'll send it in a little bit more when the glue is drier. All right, there we go. Think for the rest of these legs until I get some more screws. I'm gonna try to see if I can just settle them in now with 4. Obviously, I'll put more than 4 screws in these legs later on. Oh yeah, even with 4 though, that thing's pretty dang solid. But nope, we're gonna do 2 on each side, 2 on the front, 2 on each side, and then 2 on the back. Because I believe that there is no such thing as too much solidity when it comes to your stand. The more solid and stronger it is, the better off you're going to be. Go. 1. Screw number 2. Oh, don't you twist. You are not allowed to twist. Okay, well, if you're going to do that, then I'm going to hold you right there. We're going to put some screws on the side then before I put you the rest of the way in. Because I can't have these legs twisted. Come on, you. Oh, we're in reverse. You're wondering why the screw didn't want to go in at first. Like, well, what the heck? But no, if you got your drill in reverse, that'll do it. Guys, our 2 sides and the back are all glued and screwed. Kevin's got to run. Oh, yeah. Happy New Year to you as well, Kevin. Thanks for dropping by here and watching our little project continue to unfold here. Oh, Jeff, you're talking about that earlier. Okay. I speak and AI reads the comment so you can hear it without looking at the screen. Does StreamYard offer that? If they do, shoot, yeah. I wouldn't be against that. Yeah, that would probably make life a little easier. What else we got going on here? Well, yeah, I'm down with that. GNC, this will be holding a, not quite, but about a 310-gallon plywood tank. And it'll be housing none other than the queen of the fish room herself, my Fahaka pufferfish Finley. She is about 15 and a half inches now. Oh, wait, well, here's the 150. There she is from the side. Her tail goes well into that little cave deal right there. She is one big but beautiful girl. And I do know she's a girl because she has actually laid eggs a few times, which sometimes is about the only way you ever find out if you're lucky enough to see her, to get your pupper to do such. Sea Whip endorses Jeff's idea too. Yeah, I like it too. I'll definitely have to look into that, Kevin, see if I can figure that out there. I'm not sure if StreamYard offers it, then yeah, I'll have to give it a try. Oh yeah, lots of videos on Finley here. Sometimes I feel like I don't do enough on her, but I can talk about Finley all the time. Well, I can talk about a lot of puppers down here all the time. But alas. All right, guys, we're down to the final 4 legs of this stand. And then we will finally, I do stress finally, be able to start making the top table brace that'll actually start holding our aquarium. Now, I am also thinking that, yeah, we'll probably also do some like side bracing and such that'll go up to the table as well, because this all around, I definitely want to add something. Well, what I'll probably do is later on, I'm also going to add a plywood piece to like the bottom of the base of this tank, just to, it helps evenly distribute the weight throughout the stand even more so. Although we should be plenty good as we are now, but if it adds just that much more strength, that just much more solidity, I'm all for it. Hence why I'm going to do it. Plus, it'll also allow me to put like a center board straight down the middle of the stand on the bottom. And then that way I can also put like some center bracing up here on the top. Because while we aren't quite 6 feet long here, we are still about 5.5. Or about 66 inches to those of you going for specific on inches. And do we maybe need a center brace for sure down the middle here, adding more strength? Maybe, maybe not, but what if we do or don't? It definitely can't hurt anything. So I think for one that, obviously we're going to have all sorts of cross and center bracing here on the tabletop here, plenty as it is, but something else to come up from the middle vertically rather than just all horizontally from end to end definitely will add a good chunk of more strength, even more so yet. Okay, Jeff, back on. It's not offered by StreamYard. I haven't played with it. I just know it's an available option. All right. Like maybe an app that you get as well or something that you can add into it. Either way, I'll look into it, Jeff. I'll definitely have to look into it because, yeah, that would actually be a very good deal. Now, where'd I put that glue at? Right behind me. Figures. That's usually where things go when I lose it, is right behind me. All right, make sure we're nice and flush back here. We are. Very good. Well, before we even put any glue on this, as always, with all our other 3 sides, we're going to make absolutely sure everything here sits as it should. Good there. Don't fall. Ooh, that's a wobbly one. Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right. Make sure our two legs here on the end are sitting where they need to be. Nope, we're a little off. Because, yeah, back here we're 1.25 inches, right? Yeah, about 1.25 inches. Yep. Right there for that leg. That leg's good over here on my far left. Or get the phone out of the way for now. Hey, end of the third quarter. Michigan and Alabama going in the fourth quarter. Michigan up 13-10. Oof. All right, make sure we're good over here. Don't mind me, I'm just taking a nap on stream. All right, there we go. Now that leg's right where we need it to be. All right. Stretch that leg a little bit. Oof. Don't mind me as I work it. And then we'll worry about our middle legs a little bit more as we get going. But first, we're going to glue and screw our ends here. All right. Woo! Got it. Getting a little glue drying up on my bottle tip. Get that off there. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's a little too far. All right, now where are we at? There we go. That's where we need to be. That leg just stays right there. There we go. That leg, we'll let that glue try to settle down a bit. I'm going to head out of here. The progress looks great. Thank you. I'm sure your pupper will love the bigger tank. Yes. It's a little ways down the road here yet, but yes. Slowly but surely making progress, and eventually we will get there. I'm hoping by somewhere around April-ish we can be in the final stages. Obviously, things are going to slow down as we start building the actual tank itself, when it comes to, bracing the tank and building it up, and then of course, the pond shield, the epoxy, taking care of the seams and such. That part is definitely a part, especially with this build, that don't want to cut any corners. You definitely want to make sure that the tank is nice, strong, sturdy, and sound. But alas, that's still a little ways away. But appreciate you, GNC Aquatics. Hope you have a great rest of your New Year's Day. But shoot, Bama scored. Well, that's a bummer. All right, start gluing this leg down. All right, there we go. Pull this leg down. There we go. I was starting to wonder that honestly too, Jeff. Well, that one I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what that is heading towards, but well, then again, I don't know. Felt like, am I missing something there? But we got to scoot this leg a little bit overwards. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Oops, we're hanging off the edge a little bit now. Too much. There we go. Hold me now. It's too far off the edge, and I'm thinking I don't want to have hundreds of gallons of water on my floor. All right. Just sit right there for me, if you please. Thank you. There. Oof, that is a little bit of a... There we go. That's settling down. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now she's on a flat surface. There we go. Must have been a little bit on... Not sure what that was, but yeah, settled down now. Very good. All right. How's this one doing? Oh, yeah, we're starting to get solid over here. Whoa! Let's anchor it down. There we go. That a little bit. Come on, nice and easy. Thank you. There we go. That's better. Just don't want these legs twisting even in the slightest. Go. Come on. Oh yeah, that leg's going nowhere. Nowhere, boys. It's going nowhere. It shall not move. It's going nowhere. This leg's a little wet yet. All right. See if we can get these final few legs anchored down here before we hit the 2-hour mark on the stream. I'm sure my wife is starting to get a little hungry, as am I. All right. Whoa! Come on, leg. Stay still. Gosh dang it. Now we got a mess. Damn. All right. Okay, it's actually good where it is. But we're going to go a little wider then. You stay the heck still, you mighty son of a gun. Starting to really irritate me, this leg is. There we go. Finally, thank you. Just stay there. Jeepers criminy. That should not have been that difficult. Screw just a little bit lower. Son of a gun. Hey, the heck? Look. There, that works for me. As long as it doesn't slide out of place, I do not care. But if you slide out of place, twist on me, we got a problem. Here we go. Oof. Ouch. All right. Scoot this away from Max tank a bit. Ouch. That hurt. There. Man, that leg was a pain in the butt. Ugh, I stubbed my thumb a little bit. That kind of smarted. Ouch. Okay. 2 legs. The final 2. All right. Let's do this. Once we get these legs on here, though, I think I am good to call it a stream afterwards. Ooh, Bama just fumbled the ball. Cool. Thinking tape measure, come on. There we go. Yep, 16. Over here, are we looking good or are we a little off? Actually, we're right about where we need to be. Very good. Let's check that. Yeah, okay. We put them right where they are now. We are going to be golden. Make sure it lines up with our one back here. What's the other important deal? Can't quite see it that well from that angle. Try that again. All right. We're good. Put the legs right where they are now, and we'll be good. Scoot that screen back just a little bit so you can see the top of the legs. That way, hopefully my head don't keep getting cut off. Make sure we're nice and flush. Couldn't be better. Make sure there's nothing that's going to compromise our levelness there. All right. Sitting good there. Oh yeah, right there. Let that sit. We might actually be all right on screws here too. I'm starting to get a little nervous that we might be running low, but actually we should have enough screws for maybe, just maybe, we should be able to put all screws around all the dimensions that I want to of this. All right. All right. Before that glue gets too dry, make sure that's starting to settle right where we need it to. Scoot that over to actually just a little bit. Right there. There we go. Nice and flush up there. Nice and good up here too. All right. Cool. Wiping off a little excess glue there. Triple check this one last time. Good there. We're good there. All right. Let's get some screws in these things. Whoops. There we go. There we go. That's fine. Right there. Boom. There we go. Oh yeah, that leg's going nowhere. Jeff, how are we planning to filter this tank? Currently, right now, I'm planning on putting like 2 FX6s on it. Obviously, I got 1 FX6 running on Finley's 150 right now. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go and invest in a second one once we get this thing going. But yeah, probably same to what I'm doing with this 510 here. Just put multiple canister filters on it. I might even just do the 1 FX6 and then get like, and also do like precisely what I did with this 510 and get like a pond grade filter. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. Whenever I build the bigger one that I'm talking about, like maybe to do like arowanas and stingrays down the road, that one I'll probably go ahead and do a sump tank on. But since sump tanks are the only filtration I have not currently done thus far, want to stick to filtrations that I am familiar with currently. But I don't know, maybe even one day we'll switch this one up. But yeah, to start with, I think we're just going to do a couple of canisters. Well, that and sponge filters, of course. As we get this tank put together, I'll probably take the big sponge filter out of Finley's tank as well, which will also help us jumpstart the cycle in here a little bit. But again, that stuff's all a bit down the road yet. There we go. That leg didn't move. That leg didn't move an inch. Didn't move a millimeter. Since it looks like we're having enough screws and we're on our last leg here, let's just go ahead and put them all in all around here. Ooh, yeah, that ain't going nowhere. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. There we go. One more on this one. A little lower. Oh yeah. Nice and solid. Very good. All right. Let's brace up the rest of these legs, and then we will call it good. Ideally, hopefully, I can finish off all the screws that we have, and I don't have to go get more later. But we do, I guess we do. There we go. That one's in. Need one more there. Nice and firm there. How about over there? Ooh, shoot. Don't have any over there. Serves as a little headrest almost. There we go. 6 screws on that one. I want to get all 6 in here first before I start going on the back side of these. All 6 there. Yeah, I think all of our ones up here now have all 6. Nope, this one does not. Actually, our far right one on the front does not. Fix that right here and now. Come on. There we go. Now we got all 6 up here in the front. That one's got all 6 in that one, all 6 in this one, all 6 in this. This one we only got 4. This one's only 4. That one's only got 4. Ooh, our far left one also only has 2 in it. All right. That. One more on this leg and we'll be good to go. Go. That one's nice and solid. Get that little sliver off my foot. There we go. One more for this leg. All right. That looks good. That one in the middle is good. All right, so I think all our side legs are good, right? Yep, all 6 of our side legs are good. It's 2 more legs, and then we got 6 in all of them. I think. Yep, that one's good. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to have enough to put 8 in each board, but I won't have to get too many more. There we go. That leg's done. Which means 2 more. Oof. All right. Still got a handful of people watching here. Appreciate y'all. Despite the fact that I know I ain't been the most talkative. All right, here we go. One more, and I'm going to call her good for now. There we go. Whew, guys, we got some progress. We have made some amazing progress. Whew, I'm tired. All right, guys. Let's All right, guys, let's check this bad boy out. There we go. All right, guys. We got all the legs. Yeah, starting to actually look a little bit like a stand here, ain't it? Whew. Yes, sir. We are slowly but surely, we're getting there. We are getting there. Oh, man. My legs are killing me. All right. Well, there we go. We got a little more done out of this. Turn this on to get a little more light. There we go. That's a little bit better. Say, my basement doesn't give me the best light usually. It is, yeah. It's whew, tell you what, Jeff, yeah, it's looking pretty solid. It's tell you what, if that don't hold about 310 gallons of water, guys, then I tell you what, I don't know what's going to. Obviously, we'll be putting more bracing on this yet, but got to put some on the center here and such to hold the plywood in the middle. But yeah, I tell you what, leg wise, I don't think we're gonna have any problems with the legs. I think the legs are going to be just fine. All right. All right, guys. Well, whoop. Oh no, there goes the camera. Camera down. All right, fish folk. I'm tired and a little hungry, so I'm gonna wrap it up this time here. But as always, guys and girls, thank you all so very much for once again tuning into the stream here and watching us as we continue to progress on this project here. The day job is going to start picking up again here starting tomorrow evening. Wednesday could be quiet, so maybe on Wednesday afternoon or evening, maybe we'll stream again. I wouldn't say probably doing anything much with it tomorrow, or at least nothing stream-wise. I'll probably spend the free time I have tomorrow to start making another video, little fish room update video, and also kind of going on a quick recap of what we've all done here to those that I know don't like watching the hour to 2 hour streams, because not everybody does. But I'll probably start working on a video here starting tomorrow and try to get that out before the end of the week or early next week to kind of wrap up 2023 and also look at all the projects and goals here for 2024. Looking forward to getting that out to you guys. But as always, a big thank you to everyone who watched here, the listeners, the lurkers, the newbies, the frequent visitors, whoever you are. Appreciate y'all. Special thank you to my 5 awesome moderators, Mrs. Freak, my wife, the super mod herself, the Zen Ginger, Liquid Zoo, OnlyFins, the Fish Fam Link, and of course, Peplin Creek Aquatics. Appreciate all you do for me in this channel, as well as the entire Fish Fam. A special thank you to all my members out there as well for giving a little extra support to my channel here as well. And of course, if you're on the replay crew, let me know. I've appreciated everything support-wise y'all have given. And I will see you all in my next video, Fish Fam. As always, you already know. Happy New Year, and stay fantastic.